Hey YouTube, coming at you with another Great League team, and this one I put in TAPU FINI because I thought about the meta, and it's Medicham, which is fighter, Gligar, which is weak to water, Sandslash, which can't throw its Ice Punch, has to throw Joran, right? So I'm like, between those and TAPU just being generally all around kind of safe, because even like your worst case scenario, like you get hit with the grass, and this is why I put in Gligar, right? Because if you hit with the grass, you got that plus Ice Punch on Medi. And poison, same thing with the ground. Just seems like a very easy combo. Plus Medi is a safe swap, or Gligar. Both Medi and Gligar can be safe swaps. So that was the thought process behind the team. Let's get into it. Defense Deoxys here. The only problem is if you use Tapu Fini in Ultra League, it is so much glassier in the Great League. Like I can take a Thunderbolt here, but it's just like it would put me pretty low. Like even these non-stab counters from a Defense Deoxys are like adding up here. So I do go for the Bane of the Moonblast. Get the shield, so that's big. I don't think that I'm going to get to another Moonblast before they get to a Thunderbolt. So I'm just going to do Chip here. And they do shield, so that's actually nice. I would expect a Thunderbolt here, but I got 2 shields, so I think the job is done. They actually just go Psycho Boost, which is not enough to take me out. So now they're going to have to go back to back here. I'm surprised they didn't just go Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt would have taken me out. Now they go back to back Psycho Boost, so they are super low. Coming straight Gligar. Coming Medi. Oh, this is the one I've already changed. Okay. I'm going to edit the typings here. Oh, no. Okay, no. This is good because this is going up after my analysis of that team. So, yep. I switched to Dynamic Punch and I love it. I think it's way, way better than Psychic. Obviously, the mirror match is much worse, but I have essentially 2 answers for Medi anyway, so I don't really need the Psychic on it. Mandibuzz, so this is obviously a good lead. A little less good if they're running Wing Attack. They are not. They're running Foul Play, or Snarl. They're staying in here, which initially confused me. Because I'm like, why are you staying in? Like, Air Release is not a good move, but I'm going to get to the Moonblast. You're tanky. As you saw, like, Air Release, we know how bad Air Release is, and it's still actually doing quite a lot of chip here. So I'm basically only resisted Snarls and 3 Air Releases from being taken out here, which is not amazing for a legendary Pokemon. So I think I can probably live this with a couple HP. Because Snarls are doing absolutely nothing, I will get to a second Moonblast here. And now I think I make a mistake. I remember coming in with Medi here thinking One Ice Punch will take this out and I'll get to it pretty quickly. And it's Air Release, right? So it's gotta suck. But then I remember these like adding up a lot. Yeah, one there, and I'm like, oh, here comes the second one I have to shield. I think they get to a third one too. So I don't think coming in here was the right play here. I get to this Air Release. I hope an Air Release is enough. I feel like I remember them getting a third one. Yeah, they do, because it's one HP, couple HP short. So that is just brutal. How bad that was. We'll see what they come in with. I still may be okay. I have a shield advantage. Gligar is pretty good in general. So here we go. I'm resisting the poison. I have a super effective move. Brine is super effective. It's a terrible move, but it's super effective. So I'm just going to shield this up. See what they have in the back. They catch a... It's not a drill run. It's a dig. Holy smokes, I'm off today. I'm sure it's already been pointed out. Don't worry. I've caught it. It is a dig. Luckily, I will get to another move and take this out before they get to the Ice Punch. So take them out here. And I should be able to get to another dig here. To take... If I don't take them out, it's putting them in like the red for sure. So get the dig off. Put them in the red. Come in here immediately. Like if you're going to throw, I want you to throw it on my Medi and save my Gligar, which resists the poison. So I do. And now I can get to the Air Release for the win. And oh my goodness, I have Dynamic Punch wrong here. What is happening? Oh, it's because I copied it, so it's just repeating. That's what's happening. I have to make my own move here. Okay. all caught up. So I put on Dynamic Punch for this match exactly. Just being able to one-shot as opposed to Psychic, which would not. Unfortunately, most of the time they end up shielding. So I'm going to shield back, but by this point, they are now just in counter and Ice Punch range. So if you can get that Dynamic Punch off early, and like, that's good. If not, farm down Ice Punch is okay as well. Or counter Ice Punch is okay as well. Can I get the Ice Punch? No. Now they're loaded with energies. They can probably get to a return here. So I have to shield this up. And it is a return, so that's good. And out comes a Lantern. So they caught the Surf. And I'm now going to have a good time here. I need to get to a dig. They're going to get to 2 Surfs before I get to 2 digs anyways. So Surf does a ton. I'm going to have to bait here to have a chance. Yeah, I'm going to have to bait here. This is my only potential win condition is baiting, getting a shield, and maybe getting to a dig. I don't even know if I'm going to get to a dig before they get to move. Yeah, even baiting, I don't even get to a dig. So this game is a loss. Kind of a rough one there. I do get to a Moonblast here, but this Moonblast does... Oh, it does take out. But now this Sableye can just claw down and foul play before I get to the Surf. So good catch on the move there. Registeel. Much like Ultra League, this is kind of rough. So I go straight into here. And I met with a Lickitung. And I'm like, weird. This is not a good matchup for the Medi. Maybe it's a misclick. And again, I'm going straight for the Dynamic Punch. See if I'll grab a... If they shield, I'm just going to go again, counter. I'm going to flip switch here. I kind of have to. I'm going Dynamic Punch again. Interesting. Well, I guess from this range, I probably would not... Ice Punch probably wouldn't take them out. But now that didn't actually go off, so now counters and Ice Punch will take them out. And they shield, knowing they have such a good matchup on the lead. But now, not so much. Flip the matchup here. Registeel comes in, and now Gligar will get on it with the dig, which I will get to before they get to a move up. Not quite. You can obviously live this. I'm still going to shield. It would still hurt. And defense Deoxys. So let's see if they have running Thunderbolts. Again, Thunderbolts from full health probably doesn't take out non-stab, but it does a ton. I get the Moonblast off. My only fear, you know what? No, I actually need some chip. Let's see if I undercharge here. No, because they're gonna now get a couple more. But the thing is, I think I needed a little bit of chip there. Because I don't... A dig from a shadow does a lot. I forget how much it does to a Registeel. Not enough to take out, but now it's in Aerial Ace range. So had I not gotten the few Water Guns on, it probably wouldn't be in Aerial Ace range. But now it is to take it down. So again, I don't think one Thunder Zap Cannon takes me out from that range anyways. So good lead here. But again, it's a good lead, yes. Is it an amazing lead? No. And that's the problem with TAPU. Like, it never seems to have an amazing matchup. Even in this, it's like, look how much that Last Resort did. Like, look how much the Aerial Aces did on Mandibuzz. So these should be dominating matchups. But it's really, like, I always talk about how Scrafty is more of a fighter and Obstagoon is more of a dark. Tapu Fini is more of a water than it is a fairy, right? You have a secondary typing as a fairy, but for the most part, you're like very water reliant. And now I'm actually just going to go down. I'm going to be up a shield, but I will go down there, which is unfortunate. Gligar comes in. Because I have such an energy advantage, it just makes sense to go for this Ice Punch here. Grab the second shield to take this out. I do grab the second shield. And at this point, I figure 2 shielded backline should be okay. Problem is, I don't want to be taken out here too fast because I don't know what's in the back. So if they have Umbreon in the front, they may have 2 answers for Medi in the back here. So get the second one off. Should be enough to take out. It does take out. Let's see if I decide to shield or not, or I'm just going to rely on Medi in the back, even if it's a bad matchup. I am going to rely on the Medi. And it's the mirror match. And I went over this in my video on maybe this morning. Maybe I'll post this. When am I going to post this? I'm trying to think of when I have. I'm trying to think. Let me just check at the side here. Because I'm filming a few of these in advance for. I got the Pelipper team coming on. What day is this? I have the Pelipper team coming on the Sunday. I have the 800,000 dust investment where I talk about this coming on Monday. So maybe this will come Monday afternoon. So you'll have the. So if you haven't checked out the video this morning, check out the full video where I talk about all the different movesets, and Dynamic Punch on Medi is one of them, where it is significantly better in 90% of the matchups. The 10% where it's not better is the mirror match, which is unfortunate because that mirror match is everywhere. Which still means I need a video for Saturday here. But I got an idea. I'm actually going to move that video. I'm moving that Saturday video, Pelipper, to Saturday right now. And I'm going to throw my Ultra League video that I just have to Sunday. So we'll do that. Out comes Charizard. Oh, I'm down shields already, and I have a Charizard versus a Gligar and a Medi. That's not good. The good news is, if I shield this and get another air lace off, these wing attacks are adding up, so I probably can just go counter Ice Punch after this if they shield and get a Blast Burn off, because look how low they are now. Those wing attacks, Shadow and Shadow, are adding up. Grab both shields. This will take me out, but I can probably now get to an Ice Punch to take this out before they get to a move, and then I can Dynamic Punch the Reggie for the win. Which again, I just have to go Resisted Ice Punch. Well, at this rate, Resisted Ice Punch probably would be enough. Those counters really add up. Dynamic Punch. I mean, Zap Cannon, not enough. Dynamic Punch, more than enough. TAPU into Ninetales. Basically just need to stay with this Swampert. Getting off the Surf, and then I'm wondering if I go straight Medi after just to absorb the damage, or do I just stay in here? I feel like I get baited here if I remember. Yeah, and now they're going to get to an Earthquake. And now their Ninetales is going to have a pretty good time in the... Oh, it's a Sludge Wave. Yeah, even worse. At least I shield, but now I'm down 2 shields. A9 with 2 shields is probably going to have its way with this team. So A9 comes in. It is a Charm. The problem is if they Charm me down, I can't come in Gligar because then they're going to have a loaded thing. But now they are low enough that they're in counter range. And they let it go. What are they doing? They have a Marsh Top. They're going to sweep with a Marsh Top. If it knows Surf, yeah, they probably can sweep. Let's see if I come in here. Yeah, take the resisted Mud Shots. Force them to throw the Surf. And then just try and counter an Ice Punch down. Whoa, that does a ton of damage. I feel like I'm going to get swept with the Marsh Top here. Double Surfs takes you out. They're going to need to land at least 2. They're dry. Can they land back-to-back Surfs here? And do 2 Surfs even take out? There's 1. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close here. Not quite. That's just Medicham being Medicham there. Pelipper, yeah. This is my last game, and then I quit this team because it's kind of a core breaker. Wing Attack is going to add up. Plus Hurricane will take me out, so now it's a bait game. I do shield because I'm like, oh crap, my backline sucks against this, but now I get baited, so now I'm super far behind. I'm going to bait right back. I'll probably throw the surf pretty quick, even make it obvious. Or do they get the hurricane off now? They do, but I shield, so that's good. The thing is, these water guns are adding up. So I think I'm just going to bait here just to try and chip it. But going down 2 shields, and if they get like a wing attack weather ball off here, I'm going to probably go out. So I do take it out. That's good, but down a shield. Not good. And it is a Venusaur, which shadow on shadow. This frenzy is going to absolutely crush me. Takes me out. This game is over. I can just top left at this point. And this is my last match. So yeah, go check out the video this morning because I talk about Ember Ninetales. Oh, and there's a Medi in the back. Great. It's Ember Ninetales, Dynamic Punch, Medicham, and Powder Snow, A-Slash, and the strengths and weaknesses of these new moves. Not new moves, but these moves compared to their other moves of Fire Spin, Psychic, and Shadow Claw in the meta. So I think it's a really interesting video, a little longer video, but really interesting to just look at the strengths and weaknesses of each move. Like I said, I do love Dynamic Punch Medicham, just, man, it sucks going against the mirror match there. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.